Hello World Report, Wednesday, quick update, Wednesday, January 10. Historic district of Cuenca. And, well, the situation today, overall, in the country, way calmer than yesterday. But also because there are no classes, the classes are being held online, like during the lockdown, university classes as well. So public transportation was quite empty too, because many offices, many workplaces were also working remotely or simply didn't open. This is Calle Largo in Cuenca, and most places are closed. Places that open this time, restaurants, bars. But well, it is also Wednesday, so it's not like they usually open all on Wednesday. But normally, yeah, you would have more open. The streets are empty because, in general, workplaces, most places didn't open, or like 50-50. Builder's office opened today, but there was no people coming in. Well, like 1 or 2 people just asking. But we had other things to arrange. Visa paperwork. For tomorrow, talking about that, the public institutions, most of them are working remotely as well today. To take care, to preserve safety. That was the first priority today. But no big incidents. Last night in Cuenca, early this morning, just one incident in all of Cuenca. In other cities, yes, there were other incidents, but not as strong as 2 nights ago. The army and the police, they have been in all of the country in the streets. And, well, to explain you, the decree 111 that the president signed yesterday during all of this situation in the TV station, it is called, he signed a decree saying that there is a conflicto armado interno, internal armed conflict. Basically, that's like almost a civil war, but I couldn't call it against civilians or civilians against civilians. This actually, and the decree also says terrorism, terrorist groups, the gangs. They named several gangs in this decree by the name, and they said their members will now be considered terrorists. That allows the army to take action to restore peace, because the police normally can't. By law, there are many things they cannot. Now the army could do more things. Also, the president's party in the Congress, in the Assembly, said, we offer an amnesty to the policemen that do something against these gangs, because by law they would be prosecuted. But the Assembly said, we will prepare amnesties, so feel free, more or less. The gangs has thousands of members in the country, especially in the coastal region, and that's why in many cities like Quevedo, Esmeraldas, Guayaquil, Santo Domingo, the situation was chaotic yesterday. And today the situation is way better, calmer. I wouldn't be able to tell if it is because the government is taking control or because the gangs have just retreated to prepare their next move. But the situation is calm, that's what I can tell you. So far, they haven't said tomorrow whether they will keep remote work or they will change again to normal work. We don't really know. The situation, it may be either. So it may be worse, it may be better, but today it was certainly better than yesterday. I don't think I can add too much now. The curfew is still effective because that's the decree 110. The decree 111 adds some stuff like the internal armed conflict status and the gangs, considering them terrorist groups. Okay, something that I forgot as I was speaking is that this incident in Cuenca that was reported last night, this morning, is that a car was burned or tried to be burned, but actually the neighbors, the community realized quickly, so they stopped that immediately, or almost immediately, and they saved the car. That was in Control Sur, southwest of Cuenca. But they saved it, so cool. And the other thing, because yeah, 2 nights ago the situation had been worse. Several explosions in Cuenca, cars burned. But yesterday, just one thing that was stopped quickly. Today, nothing in Cuenca. In other cities, yes, but not as well as yesterday. And the other situation is that many airlines, they have canceled flights, especially from the US. But that's for yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We'll see what happens, because most likely they will be resumed. If not, we'll see. Not all airlines, not even most airlines have canceled. It's just few, especially flights from the US. So let's see. And as I always told you, check the travel advisories, okay? So, okay, check the travel advisories. Well, that's a quick update. Hope this is useful to you. Well, for the people planning to come to Ecuador right now, whether is it okay to come should I postpone my upcoming trip? Depending where you're going, but if your trip is like from January 30 onward, I wouldn't do any change. I wouldn't make any changes. I would wait, because the situation could be good for that moment. But if your trip is for next week, like the 15th, the 20th, okay, you could consider changing. But for the moment, let's wait. I will keep updating here. You can also email me to info@builduptours.com, because I know many people are concerned. Just let me show you some footage. Buses are working. Cabs are working normally too, but there is no high demand today because people are not on the streets. We haven't talked again about the power outages. The rivers are in good condition. Buses are empty because not many people went out to work. And yeah, taxis, they are working normally, but not many people using them. I saw lines of taxis in the malls. Banks work normally. Private clinics work normally. The public hospitals didn't. They were only serving for emergencies. So let's see tomorrow what happens. That will be all for today. Thank you for watching. Leave your questions, leave your comments, and see you tomorrow. Yeah, I will make an update tomorrow. Let's see. Maybe I'll walk in the history district, depending. If the public institutions decide to do like today, that they didn't work in person, I will have more time and I will be able to walk here. But if they decide to work normally, then I will be busy. Hasta mañana. See you tomorrow. Blessings.